which I'm calling customer problem discovery, what you'll find, by the way, if I started talking, get to your seat. Get to your seat. No, I said 1:30. I mean 1:30. Okay? Thank you. 1:30, sorry, 1:30 p.m., 13:30, Mountain Time. Good, thank you. So customer problem discovery, because this conversation is about problems. And we've talked quite a bit about try and separate the solution from the problem. And we've got the classic phrase, which is fall in love with the problem, not the solution. You have to just detach yourself from the solution. And here what we're doing is we're making assumptions. We're being really rigorous about our research and understanding the environment that our potential customer or problem owner is addressing, and then we're going into a conversation. And it is a different kind of conversation. So there are a number of people, a few actually, in the program who are in what I'd call customer sales BD type roles. And even to them, I'll say, this is a different type of conversation. Because the comparator, and I'd happily debate this, is in this one, you're not going in with an agenda to actually convince somebody of something. You're not going into an agenda to find all the reasons why somebody's going to buy something you have, which is classically what sales and BD is about. Quite rightly so. You understand what the pain points are, and you configure your value prop, and you pitch it accordingly. Okay, that's what happens. This conversation is different because there are, not least, I'll just little footnote to social dexterity, because we really get into it in this whole period of time when we're talking about customers and understanding where they come from. This here is about an exploration. So remember the model effectuation that Kevin has fed. It's about interacting with people, of course, in order to establish whether there's some kind of alignment about understanding that there is a problem worth solving. And if there is, then you want to understand how committed that stakeholder is to the journey of solving that problem, that you would like to stay with them on and take them forward. So alongside them, okay? Collaborating with them, co-crafting with them. That's what you're looking to initiate at this point. And first impressions count. If you come over as some pushy, rather irritating, like somebody with an agenda, they probably won't talk to you again. I mean, you would know that if you walk into a situation where you're being sold at. Typically, you don't want to talk to those people again because that's not what you want, right? You want a conversation that's really on your side of solving a problem that you need. And of course, if you find that there isn't commitment and there's evidence, then it's a dead end. You need to pivot. So that's why we have these options in Miro. We have different options, because if the stack of evidence that comes back from these conversations is there's not legs to this, then we need to quickly pivot and go, right, we need to kick the next one into gear. Okay? So that's what's going on. The other thing that happens, of course, is this delusionary gap, which is between what you think customers want and what customers actually need. Now, what have I kind of set you up for by doing this? By doing what you just did for the last 15 minutes and continue to do, what are we setting ourselves up for? Ironically, by the way. Failure. Thanks, Kamlesh. So Kamlesh here said failure. Why is that?
Because we haven't checked with customer what exactly is finally like aligning the requirement.
Yeah, exactly. Because we might be getting ourselves ahead of the situation and actually starting to build that delusion. So just making you explicitly aware that that's what happens. And it happens very, very quickly. And I'll touch on a way in which you can break that down, hopefully a little bit later in the session. So this is what we're trying to address, because what we want to do is to go in with sufficient understanding, empathy, so that we can really so that we can show credibility to the person you're going to converse with, and so we can establish what the customers really need. And typically, customers or users, they don't always tell you the truth, right? They often make things up. and they may make things up because they just want to give you an answer. So it's a complicated, tricky little conversation we're talking about here. So they're more likely to reveal stuff to you if you build rapport in an effective way. And that all comes down from the get-go in terms of preparation and how you set these things up. Any questions? Okay, so I'm going to provide you some guidance on how you do this.